sir.
Hey, good morning, sir. I'm with the Texas Highway Patrol. Now, you're stopped today because your speed was confirmed over the speed limit back there. Let's see your license and your insurance, please.
So you're saying I violated some sort of transportation code?
Yes, sir. Speeding.
Okay.
I need to see your driver's license and your insurance, please, and we can talk.
Okay. Well, I'm letting you know that I'm not here in a commercial capacity.
Okay.
I'm not carrying people for a fee, and I'm not carrying any cargo for a fee.
Okay.
I'm actually just traveling.
Right.
So those laws are actually for commercial reasons, not for personal reasons. Not for.
Okay, sir. Yeah. I just need to see your driver's license and proof of insurance for the vehicle. Okay.
Okay. I don't. There's not a crime that's been committed. So
yes, sir. The speed limit here is 65, and your speed was confirmed over the speed limit.
Okay.
You're traveling on a public roadway.
Okay. Again, that is. Make sure we're recording this. That is for. There you go. That is for a commercial vehicle. I'm not a commercial vehicle. Those speed limits are set for commercial vehicles.
Okay. That was actually one of the stupidest things I've ever heard a sovereign citizen say. So speed limits are only set for commercial vehicles and regular vehicles can just go as fast as they want? Sir, where did you learn that? Can you please cite your source?
Vehicles.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I free to go?
No, you're not free to go.
Okay.
I need to see your driver's license.
Am I under arrest?
Technically, this is an arrest. You're not. You are not being placed under arrest and going to jail.
Okay. If this is a custodial arrest. This is a custodial arrest, right? Okay. What department are you with?
Texas Department of Public Safety.
Okay. What's your name? What's your name?
I'm Trooper Taylor.
Trooper Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Trooper Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Am I under arrest? Is this a custodial arrest?
Yes.
Okay. Can you go ahead and read me my Miranda rights, please? My Miranda warnings. You said I'm under arrest. Okay, that's the law. Is that now I want you to give me my Miranda warnings.
For what reason?
Because you said I'm under arrest.
That's right. Like I said, it's a traffic arrest. It's a traffic stop. Okay. Okay.
The law doesn't differentiate whether it's traffic or murder. Okay. If I'm under arrest, then you are required to give me my Miranda rights. Go ahead and give me my Miranda rights.
Okay.
This guy is clearly a jackass, and he is just begging to be arrested. Officer, just arrest him already.
Alright. This is evidence against you in court. You have the right to have a lawyer present to it before and during any questioning by peace officers or attorneys representing the state. If you are too poor to hire a lawyer, you have the right to have a lawyer appointed by the court to advise you before and during any questioning. You have the right to terminate this interview at any time. Now, I need to see your driver's license and your proof of insurance for the vehicle.
Okay, so you said I have the right to remain silent, correct?
Right. You don't have to say anything. Right. I need to see your driver's license and your insurance.
Anything I say can and be used against me in a court of law. Is that correct? If I give you my driver's license and I give you proof of insurance, you can use that against me in a court of law. So why would I want to give that to you? I'm going to go ahead and
exercise. By law.
No, you just said anything I say can be used against me. Right. So if I give you something, it can be used against me. Okay. Why would I give you something that can be used against me? You told me that. Law. No, you told me that was a right. I have the right. So I'm going to exercise my right to remain silent. I want my attorney since I'm under arrest. Okay. And I am going to exercise the fact that I can't give you anything because you can use that against me.
I'm not trying to use anything against you.
Well, you could, but you could, is the thing. You want to read those Miranda rights again?
Sir, to operate a vehicle on the roadway, you're required to have your driver's license, okay?
Sir?
And you're required to follow the speed limit.
If I'm operating under a commercial reason, okay? Not if I am just traveling. I told you I am just traveling in my private conveyance.
Yes, you are in fact traveling in your private conveyance. And how you are traveling is you are operating a motor vehicle. And in order to operate a motor vehicle, you need a valid driver's license to do that. It is not that simple, that complicated to understand.
So that law does not apply to me. So now you don't have probable cause anymore.
Yes,
am I free to go?
No, you are not free to go.
Okay.
Sir.
I suggest you call your supervisor right here because you obviously don't understand the law. Sir. You just read me my Miranda rights.
Okay.
Okay.
Listen, I need your driver's license and proof of insurance. The faster we do that, the faster we can both get out of here.
Sir? Sir?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're very clear on this. You read my Miranda rights. You want to read them again?
No, sir.
Okay. So, I am not going to answer any questions. I'm going to remain silent.
That's fine.
I cannot give you anything because if I give you something, that you can use that against me in a court of law.
Okay.
Do you understand that?
Sir.
Do you understand that?
Understand what?
That if I give you something, you can use that against me in a court of law. Why would I give you something?
Because it's required by law.
Okay.
You broke the law. You were traveling at a speed greater than the speed limit.
If I'm under arrest, I'll be glad to ID.
Okay, let me see some identification.
I give you a verbal ID.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay. If you say I'm under arrest, then I'll give you a verbal ID. I don't see how I could be under arrest when I haven't broken the law.
What's your verbal ID?
Okay. First name is Edward.
That's Edward?
Correct.
Okay. So do you have a driver's license?
Sir, I'm going to exercise my right not to answer any questions.
Okay.
Just as you read my Miranda rights.
Do you have proof of financial responsibility for the vehicle?
I'm going to exercise my right not to answer any questions.
Okay. All right, well, let's see what we got.
If I was this officer, I would have just arrested him already because he's just being difficult for no reason.
All right, sir.
Am I free to go?
No.
Okay.
All right, so do you have any suspensions, any warrants on your license right now?
Sir, I'm going to exercise my right not to answer any questions.
Okay. All righty, sir. Well, here's the deal. Back there at FM 523, your speed was confirmed at 92 miles per hour. Okay? Speed limit here is 65. So you are going to receive a citation for your speed today, okay? Do you have insurance for the truck?
Sir, again.
Okay, I'll check it on my side. Just hang on one second. You just sign here on the X. And signing here, it's not a plea of guilt. It's a promise to make contact with the court. You're going to make contact with Judge Davis here in Angleton on or before February 6th. All right.
Can I see that?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I disagree with this.
Okay. You're not going to sign it?
I like my attorney now since I'm under arrest.
Okay. So are you going to sign this or no?
I would like my attorney, sir.
Okay. All right, sir. Well, this has all your information on it and what you need to do to be able to contact Judge Davis, okay? There's a phone number and an address on there, okay? All right, sir. Well, just be safe driving, okay? And slow it down a little bit.
Vamos pra